Yeah, I don't think it was going to go out, so it was a difficult one for Azpilicueta. Got Robertson behind him. He'll be thankful to play some football in Chelsea's final third.
Van Dijk. He rose impressively.
Aretha Balaga didn't rise impressively, really. Not very close to getting a fist on it. They get away with that one. Always such a threat from those set pieces.
Virgil van Dijk, who scored his first goal in the Premier League this season on Friday evening from a Liverpool set play. Milner. Kovacic dispossessed. Van Dijk to get Liverpool moving again.
Taking no chances there, Kurt Zouma. He's that sort of defender.
Milner with a corner kick. Mane! It was a free header for him.
Yep. Chelsea will be asking questions. How is that possible? Again, he's not really caught it, and it's cannon off Matip. Took the weight off it. It's a good chance, though. He's normally good with his head, Mane.
With Balaga almost getting in a muddle. Sadio Mane, who shared the golden boot in the Premier League with Mohamed Salah and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Arsenal. His best ever scoring season. Four coming in the Champions League.
Chelsea will be pleased with his first half an hour, the way things have panned out. They've settled into their shape. Made it difficult for Liverpool.
Frank Lampard maintaining yesterday that it was only going to tweak his Chelsea lineup. Acutely aware that his team played on Sunday and Liverpool had played on Friday and at home on Friday evening. Terrific work by Conte. Matip sweeping the ball from Giroud.
Again, it's Conte and Pedro on that right-hand side. Milner having a really tough task to get back and get his foot in.
Pulisic. Jorginho. Kovacic. Matip stands firm.
Yeah, one of those defenders always get away with them, and he's played the man, not the ball there.
Kovacic. Pedro. Kovacic again. Splendid stop by Adrian. Liverpool goalkeeper getting out quickly.
Well, a better touch from Kovacic, and it was a penalty, you have to think. And Adrian knew that he had to get a solid connection on the ball.
Adrian, who was training with a local team, a sixth-tier team in Spain after he left West Ham at the end of last season. Conte. Terrific work by Gomez. Pulisic had drifted in off the wing. Terrific work by Gomez. Seems to be the way with goalkeepers, doesn't it? Have gloves will travel. Adrian, having left West Ham, getting his chance at Liverpool after Simon Mignolet was allowed to return to Belgium to join Club Brugge, who made progress in the Champions League last night. Pedro. Emerson. That's Blaqueta. Conte. Emerson. He was given far too much room by Henderson.
And what a good ball by Conte to pick him out. Been a busy first half for Adrian. Pedro's been excellent in his first half. But this was the challenge by the keeper. You see it so often. The attacker gets his boot there first, nicks it past, and invariably a penalty.
Up on Mane, back to help out. Chelsea with too many in blue retreating from offside positions. Liverpool showing that they can mix it now and again. Adrian's accuracy with the clearance.
Yeah.
It's not what Jurgen Klopp would have wanted.
You see Alisson do that so often last season.
Yeah, with Alisson out and Adrian in, there's a chance on the bench for Andy Lonergan, a 35-year-old who's been given a one-year deal now by Liverpool. Luis Karius, who had a terrible night in the Champions League final, which Liverpool lost in Kiev against Real Madrid, is in Istanbul at the moment. He's with the Besiktas on loan. This is his home stadium.
Yeah, he's up on the billboards in the town.
Pulisic. Now Giroud. Giroud! Chelsea take the lead. And they take the lead in the Super Cup through the striker who made the Europa League his own last season. Adrian beaten, Chelsea in front.
Well, the signs were there, weren't they? Chelsea were turning the screw. No surprise once again from N'Golo Conte's been involved. Him and Pedro, they just haven't been able to handle that pair, but for Pulisic, he'll be delighted with the assist. Because it was a lovely pick out to his centre forward. Conte once again driving forward. And he lifts his head, Pulisic. And he does stay on side, and that is an assured finish from the Frenchman. On his favoured left side. Got time to glance up, pick his spot. It's no more than Chelsea deserved that.
Liverpool 0, Chelsea 1. Olivier Giroud making the breakthrough. Giroud very much on the periphery in the Premier League last season under Maurizio Sarri. Started only once during the second half of the season. But so important to Chelsea in the Europa League. And now he has given them the breakthrough against Liverpool in the Super Cup. And they're looking for a second goal. Doubtless when he went in, Frank Lampard had a fresh sheet of paper to look at, to try and work out what his best formation would be, who his best personnel would be. All the talk about giving youth a chance during the summer months, but this he felt was a night when he needed experience.
Well, Liverpool have got to sort out that midfield area because they're being completely overrun.
Giroud now flattened by Van Dijk, who was merely standing his ground.
That's the life of a centre forward. But he's pulled away Giroud superbly into space.
And Douglas Frank Lampard is saying, keep it going. Chelsea supporters have finally found their voices. Modest following from London, but there's a great affinity in Turkey and particularly in Istanbul for Liverpool. And although the club took a 5,000 seat allocation, the rest of the tickets were distributed locally, and the majority in the Besiktas Park are wearing red. Milner. One back by Pedro. Inventive going forward and busy dropping back.
I've rarely seen that Liverpool midfield quite so ineffective. Fabinho, Milner, Henderson really struggling with Chelsea's movement.
Pulisic in behind Gomez. Giroud again on the move. Pulisic! What a start for the American! Christian Pulisic.
Just ruled it out.
Well, just for a moment, he thought it was a dream introduction. It's being checked.
Yeah, you look at the stripes on the grass, it's a tight one, the flag didn't go up. What a good finish from Pulisic. What a good finish it was.
Now still checking the offside leading up to Pulisic's goal.
He stayed on. Timed his run perfectly. No, I beg your pardon, no, they did disallow it, didn't they? They took the free kick.
A frustration for Chelsea. Michelle O'Neill is the assistant on the far side. She was part of the refereeing team which took charge of the Women's World Cup final. It's the same team which has been kept together for the Super Cup. Contact. Pulisic. Jorginho. Out of Mane, it will be a Chelsea corner.
And Chelsea just want to see themselves through to half-time. There's another chance here.
Wow, by Jorginho. And he shows his irritation because he was still tying his bootlace even as that corner was being delivered. Well, plenty for him to ponder at half-time, whether he should make changes.
Maybe just a reorganisation. It's over on that right-hand side of midfield. Conte linking up with Pedro. Liverpool have just been at 6s and 7s in trying to deal with it.
Conte. Emerson. Azpilicueta. Emerson away from Gomez. Pulisic couldn't get away from Matip.
Well, it's been a really competitive opening half. Chelsea worked hard to close down these Liverpool players that are normally so good at doing it to the opposition.
Frank Lampard cajoling on the edge of the Chelsea technical area. Salah, found by Van Dijk. Salah again. Henderson. Milner, Mane on the move. Just about kept in play by Robertson.
Lovely ball on the run from James Milner, that.
Salah, switch from right to left. Going for a goal kick.
More often than not, Robertson's been on the defensive, hadn't had too many chances to do what he does so well. Get into these positions.
Mohamed Salah dispatched that second-minute penalty in the Champions League final against Tottenham Hotspur. Hasn't had much time off during the summer months. Egypt reaching the round of 16 in the African Cup of Nations. Adrian will get there ahead of Pedro. A minimum of 60 seconds at the end of the first half. It has been an enjoyable first half. Pulisic just nudged on Matip, who anticipated the challenge.
It's certainly been enjoyable for the Chelsea fans and those players. Liverpool have not been allowed to get into the stride. Oxlade-Chamberlain over there has struggled really to see too much of the ball.
So far, so good for Chelsea in the UEFA Super Cup of 2019. Liverpool with plenty of early pressure, but Pedro has caught the eye, and it is Olivier Giroud who gives the Europa League winners the advantage in Istanbul. Half-time then, it's Liverpool 0, Chelsea 1.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Sorry, this one comes back. There's someone else to suck in Joe Gomez and put that one away.
Yeah, it's his movement here. He stretches him wide to create that space in behind him and between Matip. And then when he gets that 1v2 opportunity, he beats them both, slots it in near post. But as you said, they called it back for offsides.
I mean, if you look at this, you would say it's been pretty evenly split. How do you think it's actually played out?
Yeah, I think early on it seemed like Liverpool was dominating. You know, they were in control, but Chelsea was hitting them on the counter and doing very well. It was almost strange that Liverpool they're a bit off the pace or a bit lackadaisical. I can't quite put my finger on it, but Chelsea has had great energy, and whatever Lampard said or the reactions that they've had from their last performance, Chelsea has looked very good in this game and taken over now as the dominant team.
And talking about some of the players, especially in that first half, a couple things. They've been able to get pressure on the ball. They've been able to force Liverpool into turnovers. And the wide players, Pedro and Pulisic, have been the two best players. Kante as well. Kante made such a difference for this team. But they're able to isolate these Liverpool fullbacks and play against them one against one. And even in this scenario where they win the ball, Kante again